Hi there, and this video, which is going to be the part 3 of the FaceFX video set for Unreal Tournament 3. Now, as you can see here, I've already pre-made, let's say, a package. Now, I'm not going to use the one that I was using for my normal character tutorials, because this is a little bit special. Now, if anybody's seen my really rubbish entry for the Make Something Unreal Tournament contest, you'll know I've done a very short news clip where I exposed everybody to what is sort of possible with the FaceFX system. Now, if you've also watched the intro and the 3ds Max videos in this series, then you'll notice that there's been, I suppose you could say, quite a bit of a time lapse since the Max video and this one. Although I've only just put them up, made them public, I did record the Max video, must be at least a month or so ago. So, and since then I've realised that I forgot a few things. Well, I forgot to mention a few things in the Max video, which one of them basically being you need to export your one-piece mesh as a PSK, okay, via the normal Actor X plugin. Now you're gonna need that because otherwise you've got nothing to work with. Now the other thing is, I did mention that I had a few problems setting up a few of the animation, the face poses in Max. Yes, I did go back and correct these, although I've not recorded the fact. So basically what it was is I didn't create actual keys in the animation timeline for the head movement. Now it's quite possibly we're still missing a few of these, so please bear with me. If it doesn't work, all you got to do is go back, make sure you've got a key set for the B head bone, which is constrained to the biped head bone. Okay, that's something you got to remember. It won't do it automatically for you, so you'll have to go in manually, set a key for the position of the head, and hopefully with that done we can actually get on with doing a bit of what we've got here. Now as you can see, I've slight name change for the package. I've got character GeoNews Cine, obviously, because what I hope to do by the end of this series is do another little news clip and actually show you how to get the FaceFX working in a matinee setup. Okay, I'm not promising it's going to be anything fantastic like everything else I do. It's very simple, and it'll be then up to you to go in and improve, let's say, because hopefully I'll be improving later, because I've got a few things planned, but whether they actually get out to the public is a different matter. So, okay, what we've got here. Now, as I just said, we've got our skeletal character mesh. We have a base material. Now, if you watch the other character videos, you'll know what I'm on about here. I'll just very quickly open this up. As you can see, absolutely nothing, but it is parented to the material character all base 02. We've got a few texture parameters, not there, they're in the scales. Okay, I've just basically gone in and copied the the twin souls or rowing one you want. Now I have here, I'm just making sure I've got everything correct. No, I'm sure I deleted that one because I should have. Let's just delete that to get that out of the way, because I don't need that one. We only need two textures, which is the body, As you can see, one of my fantastic textures here. Now this one is obviously parented to the DavCorp base, and the same again goes for the head. And you've got your normal texture parameters in there, a normal map, a specular map, and a diffuse. Now like I say, keeping this very, very simple. As you can see from my textures, yes, it is simple. Now let's just go have a quick look at the mesh that I've imported. As you can see, yeah, as I mentioned in other videos, it don't get any better. Now, very simple. I have used, let's see if we can get the go into wireframe, show the bones. As you can see, the straight normal UT3 rig. Okay. And in here, we'll be coming back to this a little bit later. As you can see, materials, head in 0, body in 1, the normal setup. Let's see, origin, rotation, set up as a normal character. Now you'll have to remember this if you bring in your own animations. Not something I'm doing at the moment, because this is purely for FaceFX. Now this is a bit down here. It says FaceFX asset. It says none at the moment. Well, it says none because we haven't got one. We're going to make that very, very shortly. So that's basically it as far as that's concerned. We'll come back to that in a moment. What else have I got in it? Well, let's just the textures. As you've seen, I put mine in a separate group: mesh, material, and audio. Now I've pre-recorded these and imported an audio file, gave it a simple name, run and jump. Well, that's what, well, a bit of a short form of what he's going to say. Now let's go into the meshes. What do we need to do first? Once we've got all this very basic stuff set up, because this is where you want to start, to be honest. Well, it's where I start anyway. So, what do we need to do to get FaceFX up and running? Now, if you remember from the Max video, we saved out the actor. Well, I saved it out as, I think it was Geo Guy. I went back and after fixing a few of the frames, I re-exported it. So, all we have to do is go onto your mesh, right click, create new FX asset. And I'll go, do you want a name? Yeah. Well, shall we leave it at that? Probably. Doesn't really matter that much. But it gives you a really, really long name there. We'll just leave that at the moment. Right. So what's this saying at the moment? Well, it's got no nodes, no ref bones, an anim group, no anims, and that name. I'll tell you what, let's just rename this, shall we? Make it something simple like Geo News. Let's see if that gets that a little bit better. Oh god, here we go. No, not really. Oh well, never mind. Right, okay then. So what we're going to do here is we still can't use this in any way or form at the moment. So what we have to do is right click on it and go down to here, import from FXA. Now FXA, if I can find my file, let's just check there. No, if I remember rightly, oh here we go, let's go hunting. I think I put it in here. There we go, the FXA. Now this is the file we exported with the FaceFX plugin in 3ds Max. So just click on that, go open, and there we go up here. Now you can see it, 108 FGs, nodes, yeah, 29 reference bones, 1 anim group, 0 anims, and for some reason it's called it now a new actor. Well, that's probably my fault, because in 3ds Max, in the plugin, I didn't create actor's name. So we'll just have to live and bear with it at the moment. So let's just double click on here. Well, no, let's do it the easy way. Right click, FaceFX Studio. Eventually it will, there we go. Now we didn't see the error message there. We're going to zoom in on this guy. Yeah, really pretty, isn't he? Right, let's just have a look at what's going on here. Now, as you can see, neck, head, all the MF, all the bone names have come in nicely. Go on to face graph. Well, we can just close that down. Node names, all the exported nodes that we done from the list. Okay, that's fine. Animations, oh, no animations. Animations up here, yeah. Group, default group, yeah, we've got nothing else there. No animation selected, well, that's because we haven't got any at the moment. Now, obviously, your little preview window, go into the face graph. Now, this is, as I've mentioned in the intro video, is something I absolutely detest. And I'll be very honest with you, I wish they had made a better system. I'm just using my scroll wheel at the moment to zoom in. So you've actually got these bone poses. Now, to move up and down, I'm basically holding my left mouse key and going up and up. And this can be very, very tedious if you need to go in there. Which, to be honest, at the moment I don't do a great deal of, because like I say, we're keeping it nice and simple. But you can see the nodes there. Now, if you want to be very, very cheap, now let's see if this works for me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Just open the face graph list, click on a node name, and it zooms out and zooms all the way back in. There we go again. Up there. It's a little bit jerky, probably because I'm recording. Let's go see if we can find something else. Mouth cheese. Okay, yeah, that's a possible way to navigate. Might be a bit easier doing it that way. Animation, haven't got anything at the moment. Mapping. Now this is the phenome. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Never very good at things like that. The phenome mapping. Trust me, what you see here is not going to help us one little bit. Now, I mentioned this on the intro video, that because of this is the default setting, that the epic characters don't work, because the epic characters, which we've sort of copied, because that's the info we were I was going on anyway. You've got these mouth poses here. Now these do not link up to that. In the next video I'll be showing you all about that, well, how I got it to work at least. Okay, so next one, workspace. What's all this about? Well, we'll be looking at that when we do the mapping. Next bit, console. This can be quite helpful when something happens or doesn't happen. As you can see here, most of the writing is in green. If it's in green, you're laughing. If it's in red, you've got a problem. Now, as I've mentioned before, using OpenAL, I'm not sure if this system works without OpenAL. If it does, smashing. If it doesn't, well, you might have to buy yourself a new sound card. So that is a quick look through there. Now I'm keeping this relatively short because when I do the mapping video it will take a little bit longer because we've got to go between workspace and mapping, and if the time allows we'll go on to the animation as well. But a quick rehab, I can't even speak properly nowadays. Right. Once you've got your character basic setup, well, what we'll do, we'll just leave this at the moment. Now when you've got FaceFX Studio open, oh, hang on, let me just try something here. Let's what we're doing, Geo News, Dink. There we go, changed his name. As you can see, there's a few little things here that we will be using, not a lot of them, because even though we've been playing around this for quite a while, I've still not got everything sussed, but I've got enough to get things working. Anyway, right, we'll just close this down. Do you want save changes? Yes, I do. You might notice there's a little save button there as well, but just to be on the safe side. And as you can see here, FaceFX actor name GeoNews. That's us. So, as I was saying, once you've got everything set up, you right click onto your skeletal mesh, create a new FaceFX asset. Once that's made, right click on that, import from your FXA file, which is the one you exported from 3ds Max. Pardon me. Now the last thing we need to do in this video is open up our, see, I do it without even telling you, open up our skeletal mesh character, go into the properties, go down, FaceFX asset. Now we'll click on the, highlight the, select the asset in the generic browser, and look, it's already gone in there because I've never known it to do that before, but hey, because normally you have to hit that green button, but maybe because I had that selected and then I selected that, it linked it all up together. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the first, well, the end of the third video. Very simple setup, make things as easy as possible for us, just to give you a basic idea how things are going. Now what I'm going to do before I mess up anymore is save. Always a good thing, doesn't matter what package you're using, always save. Right, that'll do for the moment. In the next video we're actually going to start with the mapping for gnomes. So I'll see you there very soon.